Now, my name is Frank Staples, and I came here today, even though my bail conditions say I have to stay 1,000 feet from the governor and the executive council. When I came in here, that officer said, "You're not supposed to be here, are you?" I said, "Is the governor here?" Hold on, this is all tied in and you will hear. Don't stop me and tell me what to say. It's my minutes, my speech, okay? Stop. I'm speaking now. You're wasting my time at this point. So stop.
Frank, I'm not wasting your time, but
you are.
Sir.
So I'm going to continue on with my First Amendment rights. So I've exercised my First Amendment rights on this issue since day one of the lockdowns. I've been arrested 5 times, and I've been ticketed twice for my speech. And I will not stop and cannot stop him. Okay?
The troopers out there.
Of course. So this officer said you're not supposed to be here. And the governor is not here. So he said, "You're fine, the governor's not here." Now the governor's supposedly coming back. And that officer is out there going to bat for me, saying that I shouldn't be arrested if he does come back. And if he does come back, it's entrapment at this point. And I'm not worried about it. I will fight it in court, and I will win. So, we also need to have a second shift meeting, or hearing here, for the first shift workers, and or another one on the weekends to allow the people who I'm here to represent to speak their First Amendment expression on this issue. If you don't know your rights, you don't have any. Oh, hey, I am speaking.
I'm the chairman. I'm going to ask you to do something. If you want to be heard,
you are going to figure it out at the end. Okay? I'm getting to it. Right. Let me get to my notes.
Right. My comment is that people online can't hear you because you're screaming in the mic. If you want to be heard, put the mic back on the stand. Slow down.
Stop interrupting me and get aggressive with me, because I have PTSD and head trauma, and when you get aggressive with me, I get aggressive, and I cannot control the volume of my voice. I am disabled, okay? I cannot control the volume of my voice when I get excited, and you are exciting me and inciting me, okay? So I'm going to continue on.
One more time, people cannot understand what you're saying online because you're screaming into the microphone. I ask you to please just, I'm not trying to be rude and interrupt you. I'm just trying to make it so people can hear you. Your time is reset when I'm talking, so you're not losing any of your 10 minutes. So I just ask you to please speak clearly, speak to the policy, and I'm
speaking clearly, and I'm trying to speak to the policy when you keep interrupting me. Okay? How do you know that I know my rights? Because I successfully prosecuted this state in federal court for violating my rights when I was a prisoner. And now, you guys want to experiment on prisoners with this vaccine? Because it is an experiment. I'll read this from FDA.gov. Overall risk-benefit conclusions. Let's see here. The number of participants in the current clinical development program is too small to detect any potential risks of myocarditis associated with vaccination. Long-term safety of COVID-19 vaccine in participants from 5 to 12 years of age will be studied in 5 post-authorization safety studies, including a 5-year follow-up to study and evaluate long-term sequelae of post-vaccination myocarditis, pericarditis. Anyone who gets this shot, I have friends who've gotten it and signed the waiver. If you've read the waiver, you will know that you are entering into an experiment. And this is 100% against Nuremberg Code and against the Constitution's state and federal.
If I'm just going to say, you're getting loud people again, it's breaking up online. So
I don't care about the people online. They can come here and speak with their feet like I am. Like I said, I can't control the volume of my voice when I get excited. I am pissed off. And this all ends when everybody else gets as pissed off as me. You're making me lose my train of thought. Governor Snoop's answer since day one has been the vaccine, the vaccine, the vaccine. But the vaccine, as we've heard, does not stop the spread. But the unvaccinated people that are at work that won't get it have to get tested. Why aren't we testing the vaccinated people as well? They should be tested if anybody is getting tested, because they be the asymptomatic spreaders. All right? So yeah, experimenting on prisoners. You guys now want to experiment on prisoners with this House Bill 220, the Department of Corrections may mandate medical treatment or immunization for inmates when a direct threat exists. What direct threat? I'm supposed to have been dead 10 times over by attending all these rallies and hugging people. It's all bogus, and you guys know it. It's all about money. Have you received Pfizer donations or any other donations from any of these vaccine companies? Because the governor has. Have you? Have you? Have you? That's the question. The Nazis called the Jews unclean and dirty, and they put them in camps and experimented on them too. Just like that 27 million in funding was going to go to putting me and others like me in FEMA camps, isolation and quarantine upon the orders of the federal government. And you're telling me that is strings attached and that's not abrogating our state constitutional rights? Give me a break. And here's a simile for you. Everybody talks about spreading COVID, spreading COVID, spreading COVID. COVID cannot be spread. COVID is a subset of symptoms like AIDS. AIDS cannot be spread. HIV is to AIDS as SARS-CoV-2 is to COVID. So if we're trying to stop anything, we should be trying to stop the spread of the virus, SARS-CoV-2, which is what? A coronavirus. What is a coronavirus? A common cold. It's a common cold. And why is it novel? What does novel mean? Novel is something new. Whenever a virus mutates, it becomes a novel one. So every year, every flu virus is novel. Every new coronavirus is novel. It's nothing new, and it's not novel. It's just to say it's just the next evolution of this virus, which is completely natural, and the only way we're going to get herd immunity is if we let all these kids and all these healthy adults catch the thing and then build up their own natural immunity. So like I said, there's a strong chance that I'll be arrested when I leave here for exercising my First Amendment rights. But do you think I give one F? No, I don't. Because it's my right to be here and speak. And I'll pay the $40 bail, and I'll get out in maybe an hour or two. It's not a big deal. And I will be back. And everybody else that was arrested at the executive council meeting, the other 8 people, do you know a nurse was arrested for saying amen? And then 3 or 4 other people in the room said amen as well at that executive council meeting, but only Nurse Therese was arrested. Why was that? Why were people singled out for exercising our First Amendment, which you obviously don't like very much? Do you? Who are you anyways, guy? Who are you? What's your name? So I can send you an email.
Sure, Representative Tim Lang.
Representative Tim Lang, thank you, sir. So, here I am today, exercising my First Amendment rights, like I have been, getting arrested for throughout the entire pandemic, peacefully. And there's no threats that have been made. What happened to the AG's alleged investigation is the threats made, because we know where you live. Why do we know where you live? Because it's public record. We, the people, are to hold you, the government, our public servants, accountable to the
I might have called you earlier. Were you, Harley?
No. I'm James Barrett. I spoke for myself earlier, but I took part in to speak for Therese Brunel.
I can't speak for somebody else. I will say that any emails that were sent in, and Teresa did send an email in, was sent to the entire committee and sent to the record. So that's included, yes. So all of the emails that were sent in by anybody, that were forwarded to me, I forwarded to the record, so we have, that we bring it out and put it in the file.
Exactly what I'm saying.
Is there anybody else who would like to speak?
Just point of order. Hold up, Frank.
We're going to be reasonable here.
I had a question, sir. I thought I had heard a few people that kind of spoke for other people.
Here.
So
He spoke for his son.
Well, and he spoke for himself and his son, just like you said, he was speaking for you and your family, right? I recognize that.
Just asking for clarification.
That's a reasonable statement, so.
Just asking for clarification. Thank you.
Laura?
If you would be so kind to indulge that request on the demand of the public, I would really like to hear what Teresa has to say, and I'm not privy to the emails.
Sure, I'll read the email, that way it's not any of an issue, you'll find it.
Do you want me to just present it? Two-sided?
I've included in the record for you, just 1 second.
Okay.
As you can tell, a lot of emails on top.
Yep.
Well, I crashed it again, so I haven't done too much. If you want to read Teresa's email, go ahead, I'll save you from reading, I'll find it.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
Yes, thank you. And I want to thank each one of you for providing this form. This is from me. Because even though it is your duty, and for the House, it's the whole legislature's duty to hear the people, you're the ones who are here listening. So I just want to clarify that. So this is Therese. My name is Therese Brunel. I'm a registered nurse for over 10 years, working with critically ill patients here in Concord. I appreciate having my statement read by a fellow patriot, as I have been prohibited from attending as a result of being charged with disorderly conduct, as a result of being accused of saying amen at a previous public hearing. My questions to this committee are, number one, why are we allowing doctors to be bullied, told they will be fired via email by Concord Hospital if they prescribe ivermectin? Even though we now have an NIH government-published medical journal that states ivermectin is 86% effective in reducing COVID-19 symptoms. This medical journal has been emailed to Rep. Lang. Number two, why are doctors being told they cannot write a medical exemption for vaccine mandate for employment for a person who has already recovered from COVID-19 and lab tests reflect a higher level of antibodies than a fully vaccinated individual? Why should these individuals be forced to take a warp speed new vaccine with risk of adverse reactions or lose their job? Scientifically, it makes 0 sense. Number three, how is it possible for government overreach to ensure the workplace is not violating civil rights? Exemptions are being approved and denied with no consistent constitutional basis. Some employers approving all, some denying all, some approving and denying the same exact submissions. Since when do we allow discrimination, coercion, hostility, and harassment in the workplace, typically at the hands of the Human Resource Department? And number four, we still do not have the FDA-approved vaccine in stock to administer. Truth is, if we as employees take vaccine today to keep our jobs, our health insurance policies no longer cover us, as most policies become null and void if the deceased has had any experimental pharmaceutical interventions. Number five, how is it that the right to try is being denied to In closing, the risk of contracting COVID-19 in the next 12 months on historic numbers is 3% with a 99.8% survival rate that is without proven treatments that are safe and affordable yet being denied to the public. This warp speed manufactured injection is lasting on average 6 months with a risk of adverse reactions such as heart conditions, flooding, neurological, and even death. More now than all other vaccines combined as documented in bears. It is interesting that most of the population who was vaccinated early on or over 6 months ago should now be considered unvaccinated, yet they are given privileges to work. Mandating the vaccine is like telling someone else to wear a jacket because you are cold.
Amen.
You can still contract and transmit, and we have done a horrible job educating the general public of such, which has also led to hospitalizations and death. When we realize there are several things here that are just not okay. We have destroyed so many lives by not treating on initial positive result. We have destroying livelihoods, communities are divided, schools are a mess, hospitals are insanely short-staffed, nursing homes are hell on earth with frail individuals who are fully vaccinated having outbreaks, and agency staff filling in with no clue about the patient. I am a RN, a foster mom, and have put everything on the line to do what is right. I beg you to do the same. Lives are being lost right here, right now, because of horrible health policies. You cannot be here today and say you did not know. You know. It's time to start saving lives and saving New Hampshire. Therese Brunel, one of the New Hampshire Noble 9, arrested on 10/13 participating in the political process.
Thank you. Anybody else wish to speak? So I think what we'll be doing next is we'll take up Wednesday. We'll come in the morning if there's anybody here that wishes to testify. We'll allow testimony, then we'll go into a work session to talk about what a committee report might look like and what the next actions will be. My goal is to wrap it up by Friday the 12th. If we can get our answers from DHHS and the Medical Society, then we can forward to them in taking that. So does that sound okay to the committee as it looks right now? So, again, I think that'll be the general idea. We'll go ahead. We have to the end of the month, but I'd like to wrap this up as soon as we can, because I know people have holidays coming up and those kind of things, so we want to make sure we get all the information we can and then generate our report from there. So, if there's nothing else on the committee, we are adjourned.
Public access. We demand public access for everybody now that this thing's adjourned. You need to hold another meeting on Sunday shift or on the weekend so that first shift workers can attend. This is absurd. Trying to censor us in silence. It's not going to happen. We know where you live.
No stop, Frank. We get it. We good? Thanks for what you said, Laura. Excellent commentary. Appreciate it.
Thank you for what you said.
Hey, no, you've heard me run my mouth before. I just speak from the heart. Here you go. You want that, Desiree? I'm going to run with whatever better I have left, just in case it happens.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure. Who's in touch with Therese? David?
His phone's about that.
Good job, guys.
Thank you.
Is Therese at the Barley House? Or
I
she
heard there was
waiting?
maybe lunch.
Yeah.
I know she was asking if we were
Go
still in
find out where
session.
she is.
Thank you, Jay.
I need bathroom. Okay.
Yeah, it's right over there. What? Yeah.
So you can use the elevator. Thanks. I'm waiting for these guys. My friends here, Desiree and Dave. Where's Dave? Are you still filming?
Yes, sir.
Yes, that's why I was waiting,
Hold on.
just in case.
Yep, of course. I got you.
Thank you.
His phone's dead wherever he is, so.
Okay.
Yeah, I would imagine. Or would he walking by it? So we walked by it, maybe on the elevator. Because remember after the stairwell was the elevator?
Where we're headed.
Yep, it is where we're headed.
Well, I want to see if Tracy is there. Well, now that we know that it's excellence, it isn't here today. This must be good. Was it back over there?
So Wednesday,
Same time.
yeah,
Yeah.
Governor going to be here Wednesday.
Hey.